Welcome back to the Marketing Mindset. Every week we like to cover topics that are interesting to marketers, both on the brand side and the agency side. And this week we want to talk about how to create a really great idea and then execute on it. Quickly, past marketing mindsets, we've talked about marketing tools, the perfect marketing brief, how do you measure real quality marketing, the agency-client relationships, something we talk about every day here at AgencySparks. We've talked about creativity and inspiration, building great teams, using empathy in marketing, different brand tone and voices, why big brands are choosing small agencies, simplistic marketing, telling a great story, and also creativity in the workplace. We did a breakfast and we did a marketing mindset specifically around that. And then marketing to different personalities was last week. And this week we want to talk about, as mentioned, about how do you really create a great idea and execute on it. You can always go and see past episodes of the Marketing Mindset by going to AgencySparks.com and looking for the Marketing Mindset section of our resources section, and also YouTube.com/Marketing Mindset. You can find details there. So jumping into the idea creation and creating an amazing idea, as marketers, as you know, we're storytellers. We need to have a consistent, steady flow of ideas to help fuel those stories. And this takes a lot of time and energy and careful planning. And so I want to talk through 3 steps that we have uncovered to help come up with the best possible ideas. And it's innovate, map, and execute. Or I'm. So I'm going to talk a little bit about innovate. First of all, for innovation, you need to look around the current market's needs and assess to whether or not there needs to be a change in something that's happening today. And if so, you want to brainstorm for inspiration. We did a whole session about inspiration. But you never want to execute the first idea, but you want to think a little deeper and deeper. And also you want to observe the competition and see what they're doing to see if there's anything that you might be missing. In order to make a real idea a success, you need to invest time and energy into the creation of the idea. You need to be able to sell and believe in your own idea. You need to make sure that it's on the right track and that there's, that it aligns well with your business goals. And your model should reflect the values of the company and bring the value to the constituents that you're trying to serve. And then lastly, you need to have a really clearly defined set of values that are consistently communicated throughout the team and ultimately connecting to the company's purpose. So that's the innovate piece of it. The second is about mapping. Nothing is accomplished without a really good plan, and planning is what turns the idea from a thought into an action. And so you want to begin by defining with a really focused strategy, including insights and objectives. And we've talked a lot about insights and objectives in past marketing mindsets. You want to set specific dates and deadlines in order to keep the whole team on track and to align priorities and set objectives for every step of the way, and then achieve the goals on time. And then you want to set up a detailed plan of measurement of success so that when the idea or the campaign is completed, you can actually quantitatively show if it was effective or not. Also, you need to set up a contingency plan in case there's failure. And failure doesn't mean the whole idea is bad. It just means maybe something needs to be tweaked. There is always the risk that not everything's going to go according to your plan. And so you need to know the strengths and weaknesses of the idea and how to overcome any unanticipated obstacles when you encounter them. The other thing is you want to form connections and partnerships, because implementing an idea, it's not a solo job. You need sometimes help from partners. And then also communication with the team in terms of providing them with a structured marketing brief so that they can easily understand the goals and the process and the details that you're looking for. We actually created an amazing marketing brief template. If you go to the AgencySparks blog archives, it's just AgencySparks.com/blog archives, and look for marketing brief, or you can even Google perfect marketing brief, and we've been coming up number 1 and number 2 in Google for that. Last piece is that you want to assign and orchestrate the work so that there's not idle time. The team should be accountable and trained to execute their ideas on their own, and they should be encouraged creatively within the office. And we talked a lot about creativity. because new ideas can't flourish without the creativity. And so the last step in the process is about execution. And to execute, you have already done all the planning and the plotting, and now you got to make the idea happen. Constantly having patience throughout this process, because success is not instant. It's important to stay alert of unexpected things and measure success to adapt and plan around it. We talked about some of those things, but now it's just a matter of believing in yourself and believing in your idea, so that you can really go out and execute. And you got to make sure you follow up as you come up with new ideas. Otherwise, they just end up staying on paper and never become a reality. So again, we do these marketing mindsets once a week to cover topics that we think you might be interested in. And so if there are any ideas that you all feel we should cover in future marketing mindsets, open to those. Please go look at the archives at youtube.com/AgencySparks or AgencySparks.com/marketing mindset. And we'd be happy to hear your feedback. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks. Bye.